Making money online with Airbnb is actually really difficult. But it's only difficult if you try and do it the old way by investing tens of thousands into properties to own them, or if you go on the rental arbitrage route, or also known as rent to rent. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make so much money it feels like you're playing the game of life on cheat mode with a brand new Airbnb loophole called Airbnb management. No one else is talking about it. And by the way, this is the exact same method that I've used to make over $2 million plus in pure profit. Now, that loophole is called Airbnb management. And the difference between this and a traditional Airbnb business is you don't need any property, you don't need prior experience, and you don't need any upfront capital, because it all hinges on three very simple steps. The first step is step one, which is acquire the properties. Next up, you've got step two, which is automate. And then step three is scale. And these are the exact steps that actually allow me to go from 50K a month to 250K a month in only 90 days. So step one, acquire. This is where you acquire the properties, you talk to landlords, you pitch your offer, and you take the properties on. Step two is automate. That's where you automate all the processes, systemize the business, and then it leads them to step three, where you can actually scale the business, take it to new heights. As I said, this is the exact three-step framework that I'm using to make over $100,000 in pure profit every single month with Airbnb management. Now, if you want me to literally ensure you make money with this, then click the link below and apply to work with me. Anyway, let me explain how this works, because before I delve into each of the three steps, there is something else you need to understand. The opportunity in Airbnb management is absolutely massive. The Airbnb industry is a $180 billion industry, which means that the 20 to 22% management fee of that is $40 billion, which is absolutely massive. And the crazy part is you literally need $0 to start. Now, if we look at some of the people that I've helped get into Airbnb management, ex-9-to-5 mortgage broker Ryan now makes over 100K a month. Helen went from being from foster parent to now making over 30K a month in pure profit. Jack now has 14 units in just 3 months. Construction worker. Charlie went from sports grad to 10K a month. Roy went from his 9-to-5 to 43 Airbnb units in 18 months. I took Luke up to 100K a month with his management business. Uni dropout and ex-apprentice Freddie and Tom absolutely smashing at the moment, making over 90K per month. Another ex-9-to-5 employee, James. Now, these are just a few of the people I've helped, but you can see the opportunity is crazy. You can be doing a normal job and you can scale this so fast to such big heights. It's actually a crazy opportunity. You need to take part. And now is the perfect time to get started, because the Airbnb business is booming as we speak. You've seen it. You've seen all the ads for Airbnb. You see how many people are on Airbnb. Like, this short industry is absolutely booming. So you may as well take advantage of it right now. There's no point waiting around for when everyone else has made all their money and you're sat there twiddling your thumbs in 10 years' time. This industry is booming now. So you want to get in there now so you can start making money from it. Now let's get into those three steps that I spoke about. Step one is the acquisition phase. This is where you actually get the properties off the landlord. Now, there's a few ways to do this. First one is networking. You need to use your current network. So this is literally your friends and family that you have on Facebook, on Twitter, all over your social media, all your friends and your neighbors, etc. These are the people that you want to speak to. If you speak to them, you say, hey, I've started an Airbnb management business, and literally just talk to them. People sell to people. All you got to do is literally talk to your neighbors and they will give you properties. You'll be surprised how close your first deal is. It's normally within your current network. Everyone just presumes they have to go meet new people to get a deal in Airbnb, which is not the case at all. Like, a lot of your friends and family are landlords, or they know landlords, and you can use an affiliate program to get more deals off them. But in the first phase, just tell everyone what you're doing, and you will definitely 100% get a deal. Ollie, I've been working with for 2 weeks now, Ollie Pierce. He's absolutely smashing it. He's already got so many deals in the pipeline. All he did was speak to people that he already knows. Then you've got your new networks. This is where you can go to property networking events. You can see here in the UK, you can use something called Eventbrite to find property networking events in any particular location. This is me taking an example in Manchester, where we can get property networking events in Manchester, but you could do Dubai events if you wanted to. You could put in London, you could put in Miami, you could put in anything across the whole of the world. There'll be an event where you can find networking events, but the events you want to go to, which is the important part, is investor networking events, business networking events, property networking events, and then developer networking events. These are all super important. You want to get yourself to all of them. And the most important part is you want to position yourself as the exit strategy. So again, people invest in people. All you need to do is find out exactly what someone does, what they have in the pipeline, what they've got going on in property right now, and position yourself as the exit. Have they got a buy to let they want to rent out? Have they got a property they want to let out on Airbnb? Or do they have a property going for refurb? All you do, position yourself as the exit strategy and offer Airbnb management on the exit. There's also, you can search on Facebook for network events. So you can search on Google, investor network events in Manchester. You can also type in developer networking events in X location. You can type in business networking events. And at every single one of these, there will be landlords, but also just networking. Like I say, the first way to get a deal is just network with as many people as possible and open as many doors as possible. Tell everyone that you are doing Airbnb management and ask them to refer you to their friends who have properties. Just ask them, do you know landlords? If they know landlords, great. If they don't know landlords, that's fine. Move on to the next and say, if you meet someone, here's my card, use my card, tell them I'm looking for properties to help people. And the way you position it is you are trying to make a landlord as much money as possible. So if someone says, like, what is it you do? I help landlords make more money with less stress. That is literally as simple as that. If you want to go to direct to landlords, there's a few websites. You can also use Open Rent. You can literally talk direct to landlords on there. You can see there's 675 properties to rent in Manchester. You can also use Gumtree, Facebook, and then Meta ads. I was the first person to introduce Meta ads into this industry. No one else does it for Airbnb management, and all of my students now use it to literally get so many deals. You can literally start getting deals with as little as £16 per deal, like per qualified deal, which is ridiculous because that deal, which costs £16 or $15, let's say, or $20, that will make you $1,000 per month. So that one deal that cost us $15 to $20 to acquire now makes us $1,000 a month, which is absolutely ridiculous. Matty, for example, is spending £300 a month and gets 3 to 4 leads a week. Like, that is ridiculous. All he's done is follow exactly what I put in the academy, and now he's getting leads that cheap. And obviously, all he has to do is convert them with the knowledge that he's learned in the academy. Other places we can find them, I've already spoken about Gumtree. It's another website we can find direct to landlord. You can see there 643 ads for properties. Again, you just want to find out what they're doing with the property and position yourself as the exit strategy. Facebook, again, properties to rent. All you got to do, position yourself as the exit strategy. That is the most important part here. You want to find out, people to people, what are people doing with their properties? Are they currently rented? How much money they're making? Do they enjoy who they're currently working with? And all you got, like, people sell to people. People overcomplicate this so much. They try and, like, just pitch someone. If you meet someone, don't just walk up to them and be like, hey, yeah, this is what I do. No, be like, hey, how are you? My name's Dan. What is it you're currently doing? What properties do you have on the go? That is how you should approach it at networking event, and wait for them to ask you what you do. And at that point, you can then say, well, I run an Airbnb management firm. Would this be of interest? And you can say, have you looked into Airbnb management before? They might say, what is it? And then you can go into explanation. Final place you can find landlords is letting agents. Letting agents literally have landlords on their books all the time, but the way you approach them is a little bit different because we're not looking to let the property. We are looking for them to refer landlords to us. Now, the way they're going to refer landlords to us is if they get paid for it. So there's two ways you can do this. You can give them cash up front. So you can give them somewhere between like 150 to 500 up front, like as a fee. So cash up front for them, or like per signed contract, or you can do a ongoing fee, which you can give them 10% of the management fee for the next 12 months. So they can earn themselves somewhere between like 50 to 150 a month for the next 12 months, which is nice because then they can create a ongoing passive income off referring clients to you. I do mostly 10% of the management fee. So this means, like, if we charge 15% management fee on gross revenue, we would give 1.5% of that to the letting agent for the next 12 months, which I think is actually a great deal for them. And it's enough to incentivize them to keep bringing properties your way. How do you approach those letting agents? You literally go in there, you say, do you offer Airbnb management? If they say no, you say, great. Do you partner with anyone? Do you pass them your referrals? And then they go, no, you go, perfect, right, I would love to be that person for you. If they do pass on referrals, ask what the current referral incentives is. Ask you, are they doing a good job? Are they getting a good name for referring these people to this new partner? And then you can step in and give them a better deal. Simple as that. Give them a better deal. As simple as that. Move on. Happy days. Affiliate marketing is honestly one of the fastest ways you can grow this business. On Rightmove in the UK, that's where we can find agents. 4,500 results for properties available just in Manchester alone. Other networks we've obviously already spoke about, Open Rent. If you're in the US, then Zillow is a really good place to find estate agents. Again, same approach. Do you currently offer Airbnb management? No, we don't. Do you ever get landlords inquiring? Yes, we do. Do you currently partner with someone? No, we don't. I would love to partner with you and pass on a referral fee or a percentage of the management fee for the next 12 months as a thank you for giving across those deals. Also, you can find people on Airbnb. When you're on Airbnb, you're looking for underperforming properties, which means like they might not have professional photos. You can see the property is empty. That is when you should use the properties on Airbnb. And you can reach out to landlords through Airbnb, but you got to watch out because your account probably most likely will get shadow banned. So you can't rely on that too much. So that's step one. Step one is acquiring the properties. Step two is automating the business. So how much can we do in automation? We can do so much, but there's 3 apps that we're going to need. And then there's also virtual assistants, which we'll go through as well. So the first app you're going to want to get is a PMS or channel manager. This is property management system or channel manager. And I use Guesty. Now, Guesty is the best one because it offers the most, but there are a lot out there. There's Uplist and Ziva, etc. Personally, I use Guesty because it offers the most for the least amount of money. Centralized calendar syncs all the listings. This means you get no double bookings. So if you've got the property on Airbnb and booking.com, I get booked on Airbnb. Guesty blocks out that calendar on booking.com. It means we can actually distribute platforms. So like I said, we list on Airbnb, booking.com, Expedia, Verbo, hotels.com, so many more. What I love about Guesty is there is so many platforms you can distribute on, and I don't have an affiliate with Guesty. I won't put an affiliate link in the bottom. I just honestly recommend this one over the other ones. I've tried a lot, and I believe this is the best. Constantly getting updated as well. Unified inbox. This just means we can manage all the guest messages in one location. Automated messaging. You can set up confirmation messages. You can set up check-in info. You can set up automatic replies to FAQs. Then the thing about this is we're not just trying to build a side hustle. We are trying to build a proper business that will pay us even when we don't work. And automation is going to help with that. Smart check-ins, it will automate the guest arrivals with digital access. IDs and deposits, this will actually collect guest IDs and hold secure deposits for you. Rental agreements allows you to send and sign digital contracts before check-in within the app. So all of this is within one system. So you can see how important this one particular system is. This is what it looks like. This is just a screenshot of my calendar for Crew. As you can see, some great bookings in Crew. Shout out to Crew, absolutely cracking on. These are all direct bookings. This means that we haven't paid any Airbnb fees. This is better because we net more. And that's what I teach everyone inside the academy. If you can get a direct booking, you don't have to pay Airbnb at 15 or 18%, which means we have higher profit margins. Next tool we need is dynamic pricing tool, and we use Price Labs. Again, I've used all the dynamic pricing tools. I don't have an affiliate link with Price Labs. I mean, I have one, but I'm not going to put in the link. I just genuinely believe this is the best software. What does dynamic pricing software do? It adjusts the nightly rates automatically using real-time demand, events, and market data. So it has a market dashboard. It means we can track the average rates, the occupancy, revenue trends in your area, custom rules. You can set your own price limits, stay lengths, and discount strategies. Portfolio analytics. This means we can monitor the performance across all the properties in one dashboard. And integration. So this will actually integrate. So Price Labs will integrate with Guesty, and then Price Labs will set the pricing, publish it to Guesty, and then Guesty will publish it to Airbnb, Booking.com, etc. So we don't have to manually add the prices onto Airbnb, Booking.com. Our dynamic pricing tool, Price Labs, will set the pricing. It will link to Guesty. Guesty will push it out to Airbnb, Booking.com, all the other OTAs. You can see here the variation in nightly rates. You can see nightly stays here, 3 nights, 2 nights on the weekend. You got 4 nights for this property, 2 nights here. And depending on the location, depending on the strategy you're choosing, that is what we set up within Price Labs. Next one, SuiteOp, operational platform. No one talks about this system. Honestly, this is an absolute hidden gem. If you're already in Airbnb and you aren't using this, then you need to use it right now. I tell all my academy members to start with this and just get it straight away, because one, you can make a lot of money in upsells, but this will automate all your tasks. So this will assign and track cleans. It'll do your maintenance, property inspections automatically. It will actually scan all of your reviews and create maintenance tasks based off what the guests are saying in the reviews. Full AI automated. They just literally create the tasks, put it into a folder, and then schedule it with the correct person. Absolutely insane. Smart scheduling. So it syncs with the bookings to trigger the tasks at check-in and check-out times. Check-in forms. You can capture all the guest data and then remarket to them. You can also do the IDs and also give you the check-in guide. So SuiteOp is like an absolutely insanely overpowered tool. If you're not using it, then you 100% need to use it. Like I say, digital guides. This means we can send custom check-in instructions, house manuals, and local tips automatically for specific properties. This will also integrate with our PMS, which means this integrates with that. This also integrates with that. So you can start to see how our PMS or channel manager is our centralized hub with everything on there, and it all links to that. As you can see, you've got some nice dashboards as well of like number of nights sold, confirmation nights, the lead times. This is how far guests are booking in advance, the average daily rate, how many people are confirming 30 days or more out. So as you can see, some really good dashboards there. You've also got a review dashboard, got your portal dashboards, how many times people are loading stuff, how much tasks they're doing. You can track your staff performance, how many people are doing each task, etc. SuiteOp, insane app, 100% needed to automate the business. Finally, we need virtual assistants. Like, someone's got to be on the end of the phone at the end of the day. This is who is on the end of the phone. You can hire them in Philippines or Cape Town. You want to use a thing called onlinejobs.ph. It's where you can hire your virtual assistants. Inside our academy, we have like an advert template that we give to everyone. We have a full structure. You want to put an advert out. You want to send a pre-qualification questions. Then you go through a few interview stages. Realistically, on the first bat, you're going to get hundreds of replies. The questionnaire will reduce that down to maybe like 50, 60. You will then choose maybe 5 to 6 to interview. You then do a second interview stage and then hire the person. But the important part is the specifics of what's in the ad and what is in those questions to actually filter out all the noise. What are they going to do? Core responsibilities, admin support, and customer service. Simple as that. They're going to take the phone, take the messages, apply to guests. They're going to do all of that so you can be completely hands off. They'll also, on top of that, do listing management. So as you onboard new properties, they can set up all the listings. They'll do the market and promotion. They'll do the guest reviews and feedback, and they'll do the property maintenance coordination as well. So you can see virtual assistants are going to be the lifeline of your business as well. Get a few of them, some in the Philippines, some in Cape Town. Filipinos work incredibly hard. Shout out to them. And Cape Town as well work insanely hard. And obviously it's cheaper labor than if we hire in the UK. But also, like, in terms of customer service, they are just way better than what we can hire in the UK or the US. So 100% recommend that. That's where you hire them, onlinejobs.ph. Now, the final step is the scaling step. This is how we go from like 50K a month to literally like 250K a month, 500K a month, where we're currently at now. This is all about hiring the right people and building the right team. First person we're going to hire, maintenance manager. This person is going to schedule and monitor the maintenance between stays, dispatch contractors on your behalf, track maintenance issues, and maintain property standards across all the units. This is going to completely remove you and all your VAs from the maintenance. But the important part is you can actually mark up your maintenance and make money off this. So when we charge our clients and our management clients for the maintenance, we're obviously going to pay our maintenance guy less than we charge our clients, which means we can make some revenue on this whilst reducing the time that we have to put into managing the maintenance. Also, it's going to increase the quality of all our listings, which is again going to increase reviews and increase revenue as well. So you can see this is a massive return on investment. When we hire a maintenance manager, we're going to see an increase in revenue, reduced amount of time that we spend, increase in quality of stays, increase in reviews, and then another increase in revenue as well. So maintenance manager first. Then acquisitions manager. They're going to help you actually identify and evaluate potential rent-to-rental management deals. So when I'm saying onboarding new properties, talking to landlords, this is when you remove yourself from that as well. I'm completely remote, fully from Dubai. I don't visit any properties that I go to, and I still onboard 2 to 3 clients a week. The way I do that is by having an insane team in place. So these are going to negotiate the terms on your behalf, talk to landlords or agents directly, prepare and execute agreements, onboarding documents. You get the picture. They're going to do the full process from start to finish. When a lead comes in, they're going to qualify that lead, and then they're going to publish the property on Airbnb. They're going to sign the contracts, etc. And this will remove you completely from the acquisitions. Next hire, customer service manager. This person is going to manage or respond to all the VA requests. At this point, you've probably got a head VA that manages all the VAs, but you're actually going to bring someone in-house, either in Cape Town or in the UK or wherever you're based, maybe the US, and they're going to resolve all the escalated complaints. Because as we start to scale, there's going to be a lot of escalations and complaints that you're going to have to deal with. You want to be perfect, but unfortunately, you just can't be perfect. Some people are Karens, and they just want to make complaints, and you just got to deal with that. But they're also going to manage and train new VAs and support the agents, and they're going to aim to maintain a high review score and guest satisfaction so we can just keep on scaling. So this removes you completely from the customer service, which means we're going to have a better guest experience, which means we have more revenue, and it's going to reduce the time that we have to invest in the business. But final person you're going to hire is a revenue manager. They are going to literally implement dynamic pricing based on demand and supply. So they're going to be managing price labs for you. They're going to adjust 90 rates and minimum stays as needed, and they're going to monitor occupancy across the whole portfolio and actively try and get bookings in for all these properties. They're going to go out, they're going to pitch to new people, they're going to go cold outreach to try and fill the properties. Every single week, they'll look at the calendar and go, what's empty? Simple job, fill the calendar. This will remove you completely from the revenue side. And this is going to increase your revenue massively, increase your occupancy massively, and again, reduce the time that you put in the business. Now, with all these hire, this completely removes you from the operations. So all you focus on is scaling the business and closing bigger deals. So all I focus on right now is company acquisitions. This means acquiring new companies, and then the big plays as well, taking on the blocks of apartments or taking on the portfolio landlords. And that, in 3 simple steps, is how you can go from zero, having no properties. Your first step is acquire the properties, then automate, and then scale this to the moon. Now, if you enjoyed the video, then please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Again, if you want to apply to work with me and start making money ASAP online with Airbnb, then click the link below and we'll see if you qualify.